So, today we're going to dive into something that could seriously change the game for software developers, an AI that acts like a real partner, working right there in the code with you. We're going to follow one for a day in the life to see what it can really do.
So what exactly are we talking about here? Let's be clear, this isn't just another chatbot that finishes your sentences. We're looking at an AI agent platform. Think of it as a system that can actually understand complex goals, come up with its own step-by-step plans, and then go and execute those tasks across the entire development lifecycle. Yeah, everything from writing code to documenting it.
Okay, so that's the fancy definition, right? But what does that actually mean for a developer on a random Tuesday afternoon? How does it help get real work done? Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll see this AI partner tackle some code refactoring, then some project documentation, and even generate tests from scratch. After all that, we're going to ask the most important question: did it break anything? And finally, we'll talk about what this new way of working can mean for the future of coding.
Okay, let's set the stage. We're watching an AI help a developer who's working on an app that already exists. The mission isn't to build something new, but to improve what's already there. You know, the kind of everyday work that makes up most of a developer's job.
The project itself is a pretty simple mortgage calculator, written in Java. But here's where it gets really interesting. The developer has given the AI two very specific rules. Rule number 1, anytime you update a file, you have to add java.comments. Rule number 2, don't go off and make your own improvements unless I specifically ask you to. See, this isn't some rogue agent. It's a collaborator that follows the team's rules.
All right, let's get our hands dirty. First up, a classic developer task, code cleanup. The developer wants to take a chunk of code and neatly package it into its own separate reusable function.
And check out how easy this is. The developer literally just highlights the code, types a quick command /refactor, and that's it. The AI takes over, analyzes the entire project for context, comes back with a plan, and just waits for a simple yes from its human partner.
And boom, right away, you see it acting like a real teammate. The refactor is done perfectly, but more importantly, it remembered that custom rule we gave it. It automatically adds the required java.comments, no nagging required.
Okay, cleaning up one little function is cool and all, but what about the bigger picture? What about more strategic work? Now we're asking the AI to zoom out and think about the entire project.
For this, the developer switches gears. Instead of using chat for a direct order like refactoring, they use something called flows. This is designed for those bigger multi-step goals. It's kind of the difference between saying, pass me the salt, and cook a 4-course meal.
And the goal is a big one. Create a whole Mermaid diagram that shows how every piece of this mortgage calculator talks to every other piece. I mean, this is the kind of thing that could take a developer hours, maybe even a whole day, to figure out and draw up by hand.
Now get this, the AI doesn't just, spit out a diagram. It actually stops, thinks, and comes back with a detailed 14-step plan for the developer to review and approve. This is about strategy, not just brute force.
And this plan is no joke. It's going to read every single file, figure out the entire application structure, analyze how all the components interact, and then generate the final diagram. It's a super methodical approach that guarantees the documentation actually matches the code. All right, so we've tweaked the code, we've got our documentation. What's next in any good developer's playbook? You guessed it, we need a safety net. It's time to write some tests.
So the developer gives the AI another one of those tasks that, let's be honest, most developers don't exactly love doing, writing a full set of unit tests for the app's main function, calculate monthly payment.
Once again, it's super simple for the developer. Select the function, type /tests. But watch this, this is really smart. The AI notices that a test directory doesn't even exist yet. So what does it do? It just creates one itself before it starts writing the tests. It's thinking ahead and handling the prep work. Okay, so the developer runs the brand new tests, and these are the results. 11 pass, but 8 fail. Now, your first thought might be, uh-oh, the AI messed up. But no, it's the complete opposite. This is a massive success. The AI wrote tests so thorough that it actually found 8 hidden bugs or edge cases that were already in the code. That's incredible.
And all of this leads to the one question that's probably on your mind right now, the big one. After all of this AI-driven refactoring, documenting, and testing, does the app even still run?
Yeah, this is the moment of truth, isn't it? Did our AI partner actually help, or did it just create a huge mess for the developer to clean up?
And the answer is yes, it works perfectly.
The application builds without a problem, it runs smoothly, and it still calculates the mortgage payment correctly. The AI did all that complex work without breaking a single thing.
So, let's step back for a second. What does a day like this actually tell us? What's the real takeaway from seeing this new kind of coding workflow in action?
I mean, this table pretty much says it all. For every major task, refactoring, documenting, testing, the developer's job was to give a simple command or a high-level goal. In return, the AI did all the heavy lifting, the deep analysis, the multi-step planning, and all of the actual execution.
So why is this such a game changer? Well, because it automates all those tedious but incredibly important parts of building software. It saves a ton of time, it makes the code itself better and more organized, and it really elevates the AI from being just another tool to being a true collaborator.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. If you had an AI teammate that could reliably handle all the day-to-day refactoring, testing, and documentation, what would that free you up to do? What's the next big, creative, world-changing problem that you would go solve?